Welcome to the Oracle Marketing Cloud Responsys Training Suite, brought to you by Lister Digital. My name is Quinn, and I'll be walking you through campaigns and how to create campaign dashboards. Start off, we'll begin on the home page. You'll notice the left-hand navigation bar here at the very top. You can go ahead and click Create Campaign. If you just hover over the envelope icon, from here, you have the option to create a classic email or create a workbook email. Go ahead and name your campaign dashboard, and we'll just call this Training Campaign Dashboard. You can go ahead and add a description. And this can be updated later if you need. Go ahead and select the purpose. So there's either going to be promotional or transactional. This will determine the icon type as well as the different attributes of the campaign dashboard. Transactional will not honor opt status, whereas promotional will. So we're going to go ahead and just keep this as promotional. If there's marketing strategies set up within your account, go ahead and select a relevant marketing strategy and marketing program. If none of these options presented to you when you click the drop-down arrow are relevant, you can go ahead and create additional marketing strategy and marketing programs if you go into account settings. We won't go into that today. Once you've selected marketing strategy and marketing program, which are optional, you can go ahead and select the folder that you want your new dashboard to be saved within. I will select the Z Quinn folder and select the contacts list that you'd like to pull your subscriber data from. And it's very important that you select the contacts list that all of your other elements that you'll be combining into the campaign dashboard are all on, so that you have access to all the relevant and necessary elements. From here, when you're creating a brand new dashboard, it's going to jump you right into the create a message view. It essentially is asking you to add an HTML file. If you've gone ahead and already added your HTML file to the content library, you can select it by clicking the Choose from Library button after you move from sample templates to create from file. You can also upload it directly from your local drive using this drag and drop feature here. You can also create a brand new one within Responsys Interact. I'll select an HTML file that I've already loaded to the content manager. Doesn't really matter which one because I won't be making any edits to it. So I've already got my folder in here. You see it's updated the HTML that's being used with the file I selected from the content library. If you've already created a link table, you can go ahead and add the link table using the more drop-down arrow and selecting link tracking. Currently track links is set to on. You can set it to off and it won't track any links. If you want to just generate a brand new link table, you can go ahead and just click generate link table or select one that's already been created. Go ahead and just generate one so that we can ensure we've got all the right links here. Okay, so it looks like several links need attention. Rather than fix them directly within the dashboard, it would take quite a bit of time to go through these and update all of the link URLs just by clicking in there. I'm just going to go ahead and click copy the link table name and click done. We'll go back out to the workbook and take a look at the rest of the features that you can update and customize within the campaign workbook. Starting from the top here, we've got preview and edit. So if you click preview, you'd preview exactly what was being displayed with it from the message. If you click edit, it will bring you into the message as well. So these two pencil icons send you to the same place. At the top right here, we've got any errors that are on the dashboard. So if you just go ahead and click show errors, it'll tell you where and what is an error and possibly how to fix it. When there are no errors, this button will disappear. So I can just go ahead and add a audience since that was the error on this specific dashboard. And I'll just click new customers and click save. I'm not going to worry about what filter I added because this is just a test. And as you can see, the errors is now gone. Right below that, we've got general settings. If I go ahead and click that, we can edit all the settings that we set when we were first creating the dashboard. From there, we can click the message pencil icon, and that'll bring us back into the first screen that we were brought into when we first created the campaign dashboard. If you click workbook, it'll save all edits from that screen and then bring you back out to the dashboard, the campaign workbook. Right next to message, we've got proof settings. If you select the pencil icon, you can edit proof settings for the campaign, or you can select proof launch and update settings for each specific proof launch. So you can either set global settings for the campaign dashboard or set specific settings for each launch. Additionally, under proof settings, we've got the view live report button and view monitoring buttons. If you click the view live report button, you can see the live report dashboard open up and get different statistics about your campaign's performance. View monitoring will bring up a similar window, but it is just the monitoring report. If you had set up any monitoring, it would be visible here. Scrolling down the campaign dashboard, we've got data sources. That you can add different data pieces and different data elements from the contacts list or different personalization elements from any other tables that you've created within Responsys Interact so that you can customize and personalize each email message so that it's relevant to each subscriber. Scrolling down here, we've got campaign settings. Starting at the top, you're able to add external tracking campaign codes, set recipient locale. So I'm just making sure that the recipients are receiving the right locale and translations. You're able to update the different types of encoding as well as setting accessibility warnings. You can additionally add custom footers that were preset on the account. So if you've gone ahead and set those up, you can select and add them here. And you can also add X headers depending on your needs for those. But we'll get in. Those are kind of a little bit more complex and we'll get into later. If you have tracking pixels and you want those to be enabled, you can set that up under the tracking options of campaign settings. And the final arrow is attachment. So if you want to attach a file to send with your email to these subscribers, you can do that here. I'm going to just click cancel. Directly underneath campaign settings, we've got testing and analysis and launch settings. testing and analysis is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. So you're able to set up test links and analyze deliverability. Launch settings, you can set up very similar settings to the proof launch, which we went over, proof launch settings, which we went over just a few minutes ago from above. So you can either edit the campaign global settings by clicking the arrow for launches and then going through each unsubscribe, auto close, throttling, and launch notification settings. If you would want to rather just set those up on a launch by launch basis, you can just click schedule launch and set those settings here, as well as the scheduling and throttling and notifications. There's also a button for the live report down here. It will bring you to the same page as the proof settings live report. You can also view monitoring here as well. Getting down to the very bottom here, we've got targeting. This is where you attach the filter or SQL or audience tables that you've previously created in order to capture and send to the correct set of subscribers who you want to reach with your campaign. And finally, if you'd rather do a program launch than a dashboard launch, you can click this easy button, create program down at the very bottom here to create a very simple program using the dashboard that you've just created. What it does is opens up the program designer and allows you to go ahead and design a program around what you want to launch and your needs. Thank you very much for joining us during that short review on campaign dashboards within Responsys. I hope you got a lot of good information out of that. Thank you.